Because you're a pussy nuts. Okay, everyone shut up but me. Okay, are you ready, kids? Are you recording, cackles? Hey, YouTube, you should come suck my pussy. Obligatory. Did not happen today, but 13 years ago. Also ties in to recent events. I lived in a roommate in a three-bedroom apartment during college. We'll call them Ned and Ethan. The three of us became great friends and partook in standard college debauchery, to include pranks. The most common recurring prank was lying in wait. Somewhere in the apartment with an acoustic guitar, ready to burst out Adam Sandler's at a medium pace at the most unexpected time. Everyone thinks they're hilarious in college. I know. The most common locations for this were the living room closet, under the kitchen table, or some other common area of the apartment. But one night, my dumbass self decided to kick it up a notch, hide in Ned's bathroom closet, wait until he was just about to fall asleep, then hit him with the crass sounds of Adam Sandler on my shitty Washburn six string. Trying to sort a shenanigan on a random college student would be suicide, but Ned was no random college student. Ned was a 6'3", molesque-toast, soft-hearted teddy bear that all the ladies loved, but none of them would ever date. Ned would drive 3 hours at home every weekend and bring back a casserole that his parents still cooked for him. Ned never talked bad about anyone behind their back, always tried to pick up the tab at the bar, and be sure that everyone had a sober ride home. In short, Ned was the kid that every quitoxic parent wishes their angel would be when they send him off to college. So to me, that meant whenever Ned shut his door at night, he changed it to a neatly pressed pair of pajamas, humbly consumed an 8-ounce glass of tap water, and retired to bed. I want to chug an entire water bottle right now. Watch me, YouTube.
No, I crashed
Yeah, I don't feel
too.
good anymore. I grabbed my guitar, turned off my bedroom light, shut my door so you think I went to bed early, and snuck into Bed's bedroom to position myself in his closet. It was a reaching closet with accordion doors that had the horizontal slots at a 45-degree pitch, like this. I know, pretty epic, right? Ned's bed was on the opposite side of the room from the closet, so I'd have an adequate acoustic buffer between myself and Ned, in case I accidentally shifted my weight and made a subtle noise. But directly next to the closet, literally 1 foot from the distance of myself, was Ned's computer and desk. Ned came into his room for the evening, shut his door, turned off the light, and sat down directly at his computer. Due to the 45-degree angle of the closet slats, I could see the computer monitor on the desk perfectly from my head level down to the desk level. The 12-inch proximity of Ned spiked my adrenaline, and I began to control my breathing. My back was pressed up against the coat hangers. I had to diligently muffle an acoustic guitar to avoid giving away my position. Ned loaded up his email for some nightly reading. And then I convinced myself that everything's now waiting game. Artist depiction. See, here's a big bed. There's his thing. And then there he is with this epic guitar poking through the door. Uh-oh. As Ned closed his email, though, my gleeful, mischievous anticipation promptly transitioned. Ned did not reach for his glass of water. Ned did not opt for the pajamas. Ned did not leave his desk. Ned opened a box of tissues, navigated his browser to a site that specialized in anal sex of large black women, and dropped thou. A million regretful thoughts immediately went through my panicked brain, but it was too late. If I made myself known now, he'd be immensely embarrassed and angry that I had violated his privacy. But if I didn't speak up now, chances are I'd have to reveal myself after he's doing the deed at some point, which means he would have rubbed one out while his roommate had a line of sight 12 inches away. So I was just stuck there, frozen, trying to remain motionless and silent, while Ned flogged the dolphin near inches away. It felt like I was breathing down his neck while he was stroking it. My hands began to cramp as I awkwardly held the guitar in a way that wouldn't generate an ounce of noise. My legs began to jitter as I compensated for the awkward position of my back against coat hangers. Seconds turned into minutes, and minutes felt like hours as I waited for him to finish, not knowing how I was gonna get out of here of this room without him noticing. After Ned's satisfactory groan of pleasure in tandem with a rhythmic plop, 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 plop onto a Kleenex, it felt like my guilt had transitioned from a misdemeanor to a felony, and my knees were jittering so hard that I already started rehearsing an apology in my head for when he inevitably heard a noise from his closet. Ned promptly got into bed on the opposite side of the room, and I had started to evaluate my decision in life, and the real possibility of spending the entire damn night inside of his closet. All critical thinking had revealed zero other courses of action, until I remembered my cell phone was in my pocket. But with two hands stifling an acoustic guitar and zero room to maneuver, how the hell would I get my phone out of my pocket? Somehow I did and texted Ethan in the next room over in Ned's closet. I was trying to do the medium pace gag. Ned started winking before I could start. Now I'm stuck in the closet and can't get out. Need help. Well, right. Ethan, I'm dead serious. I need to create a distraction for Ned so I can get the fuck out of this closet and back into my room without him noticing. We're gonna need to have a talk later. Right around then, our landline phone rang. Yeah, they were still on the tail end of existing in 2015. It was 10:45 p.m. on a Thursday, but I could hear Ethan answering it loudly and obviously.
Hello? Yes, Ned is here. Is everything okay? Hey Ned, Ned, come here. Phone for you.
Ned rolled over in bed and immediately took the bait. How this never raised suspicion, I'll never know. It was a cordless phone. There was no need for Ned to walk all the way out of the room to the kitchen. But thank God he did. I bolted out of that closet and retreated back to my room, and Ned was none the wiser. As he went to take his phone call that some stranger had conveniently disconnected right as he got there. I was forever in debt to Ethan for saving my ass, and we never told Ned. That is, of course, until last weekend, 13 years later, when we were both in Ned's wedding. There was a fun pre-wedding bachelor activity with the groomsmen where we all had to list something we found interesting about Ned and put it into a hat for a groomsman to pick out of a hat. 4 beers in, I was convinced by Ethan, right, that he enjoys anal sex with large black women, because I make a fun bachelor story over 10 years after the fact. But that's not what happened. The best man decided to be more fun to without warning, switch things up, and swap hats with the maid of honor, so that we'd be reading the brides and they'd be reading Ned's. And of course, there was a larger black woman as a bridesmaid on the other side of the aisle who just happened to be fucking drawing that out of the damn hat. I didn't even know her name. I had never met the bride until the wedding weekend. The bridesmaid read it out loud, mortified, tried to brush it off as an intentional joke, targeted at her in poor taste. Ned, however, looked like everyone in the room had just seen him naked. He immediately pulled all of his groomsmen aside and asked us who had put that into the hat. I immediately confessed and explained the story from 2005. Ethan and I waited for Ned to chuckle, smirk, or brush it off as some ridiculous moment in history, but apparently it was still too soon. You're both released for ceremonial Bible verse reading duties that day and had to go apologize to his bride and the bridesmaid. TLDR. Hid in my room's roommate closet as a prank. Watched him jack off to anal porn 12 inches away. Kept it a secret for over a decade. And then revealed the information to his bride's best friends in the most awkward way possible on his wedding day. I've since learned my lesson and don't just hide in people's bedrooms like an idiot. I don't want to ever read again.